Hi, Michelle. It's Louie.
I wasn't expecting anybody.
We have a lab meeting?
On Zoom?
Great news. Professor Ranklin thought it was time that we started working together and meeting in person.
I didn't get a message.
It just came in this morning. I was already on campus, so I thought I'd come into the lab early and get some work done.
Oh.
We haven't met.
You joined the team after lockdown.
Talk about bad timing. I was all set to start in April, had an apartment lined up, not easy to come by. And, well, you know, after the third wave, I had already moved out here. So I thought I'd start coming into the lab whenever it was empty. Man, I have been looking forward to working with you and Ranklin for so long.
With me?
Of course! Your paper on touch therapy and immunity boosting back in 2019 blew my mind. Listen, to tell you the truth, you have been the whole reason that I want to do this postdoc in this lab, and quite frankly, in the field.
I knew people downloaded the paper, I just didn't know anybody really read it.
Oh my God. People still talk about it today. In Chicago, this summer, I attended at least 2 panels that referenced your work. I'm making you uncomfortable, aren't I?
It's just that you're the first person I've been in the same room with in 3 years.
3 years? That's the whole pandemic, and then another year.
Yes.
I feel like such a jerk. I'm not the most sensitive guy.
No.
Here I am, talking about myself, totally self-centered when I should be putting my best foot forward. I'm representing humanity.
How would you know? I'm one of the last holdouts.
You're not wearing a mask.
No.
Do you want me to wear one? I have one somewhere around here.
It isn't that so much.
Do you want me to leave?
If the whole lab's gonna be here in a half hour, I guess I'd better adjust.
Sure. Pass the lab book.
Yeah, here.
So, you're still worried about catching...
I'm not afraid of germs. I'm not worried about getting COVID. It's personal, okay?
Totally. My bad. Again.
It's fine. Can we just stop it?
Sure. After my fellowship got postponed, I moved back to Michigan, home. Did you stick around the Bay Area?
Yeah, I'm from here. You moved back with your family?
Just me and my mom. We played a lot of Monopoly and ate gobs of takeout. We didn't go out much at first because she had asthma, and after a while, I went back to work, you know? I got a job at the hospital because I was pre-med. Remember how short-staffed they were back then? I really wanted to do something. And I was really careful, okay? After shifts, I would come in through the back door, I would take off my scrubs, I would take off my PPE, and throw it straight into the washer and hop straight into the shower. But at that time, we had family coming in and out, and I don't know how it happened, but my mom got it eventually.
Oh.
She landed in the ICU within 3 days. It was a blessing, though. As a staffer, I could at least be there with her in the hospital, so at least she wasn't alone in the end.
So many people were. You're lucky you got to be with her.
Yeah, lucky. You know, I would sit with people in the ward so they wouldn't be alone, but it's just not the same as when your family is there.
At least they got to feel like somebody cared, right?
In the abstract, but, you know, I thought a lot about your work when I sat with the dying. I thought about C-tactile nerve fibers responding to touch and producing oxytocin. I was wondering, because we couldn't touch them, no skin-to-skin contact, maybe we could try and replicate your work using touch that isn't skin-to-skin contact with neoprene gloves and hospital gowns to measure the heart rate deceleration rates and the production of oxytocin.
It wouldn't be anywhere near the same.
Now, I don't know about that. I would stroke people's forearms and palms at the stroke rates that you prescribed at 3 centimeters per second. And I'm telling you, Michelle, I would watch their heart rates drop in real time.
Really? Sure. I mean, that's right? I mean, maybe it isn't human touch that's required at all. Just the sensation of being touched.
I wouldn't conclude that.
Why not? It's a better outcome, right? No? What is it? The mechanical caresses that do the same healing work. Like Temple Grandin's work with the cows.
For what? The next pandemic or a slaughterhouse?
For the touch at first. The clinical settings, nursing homes. People who live alone.
Nah, I don't think so. It's always better to have human touch. Remember Creamy's experiments about Creamy's? They always do better and gain more weight with touch therapy. Human touch.
Wherever the data takes us, right?
I guess.
Louie, I'm sorry about your mom.
Thanks. It helps to talk about her. We got pretty close. Living together, it allowed us to get to know each other more or less as equals. And I'm really, really grateful for that experience. But on the other hand, it's gonna make me miss her a lot more. Like, every time I smell chow mein or pass go.
I didn't lose anybody.
That's good.
I feel bad for everybody who died and got sick and lost family and friends. I feel terrible for everybody's lives coming to a halt, but if you want to know the truth...
Yeah, I do.
The honest truth is, it's been better for me since it all began. I've been happy alone.
I hear that. That's totally valid.
No, you don't get it. I don't want to go back. I mean, I don't miss people at all. I don't miss seeing them. I don't miss being in the same room with them. Nothing.
I guess you've seen delivery people?
Not really. I just have them leave it on my doorstep.
Even now?
I still feel the same.
But there's so much to miss.
Not for me.
The swoosh of air when someone walks by. How about the expression on someone's face when they don't realize that they're being observed? Or the comforting buzz of a conversation in a crowded room? Or the inexplicable feelings that you get when you're around certain people? The intake of breath? The pheromones?
Does everybody have to, be around people?
No? Yes? I think so.
Well, I don't. That's what I learned in the pandemic. That's my heart-rending story.
What exactly is it that you don't like about people?
I didn't say I don't like people.
I mean, if you liked people, wouldn't you want to be in the same room with them? What exactly is it? Didn't you like people before?
It's just easier that way, okay? I know it doesn't make sense, and now
I apologize. And again, you don't have to explain yourself. It's just hard to comprehend.
I realize that.
Your research proves the biological benefits of human touch. It's just mind-boggling that you haven't been touched in 3 years. I want to hug you or stroke the palm of your hands at 3 centimeters per second, but I'll just be over here, okay?
Yeah. Why did you have to come here?
What?
Here's something that I missed about people that I didn't realize it until just now.
What's that?
How somebody can really get on your nerves and then you can end up kind of liking them. I don't remember that happening on FaceTime.
Did you ever miss the companionable silence of 2 colleagues working side by side?
Maybe that. That was always nice.
Yeah.